Press play.
Replay, replay, replay.
You're watching Play Replay with Async. I want to talk about Hollywood and how they're basically striking and they're not doing anything. They don't want to write anything. They got issues. They have problems with AI. They have all these issues. They want to get more money. They want all these things. But you know, when I think about Hollywood asking for more money and asking for more stuff, I just remember a certain time when everyone was locked down, including me. I wasn't able to go to work. I wasn't able to do anything. And yet, these same people were able to work through all of that. They were essential. When me and my bills were not being paid properly, and because my bills were not essential, my work was not essential. And so I might not really feel like I feel sorry for these people. I really don't know if I feel sorry for these people because they really are just a bunch of snobby, privileged people complaining. And when they're not complaining about more money, more wages, and getting more everything, then they're also complaining about how we don't like the movies that they're making because it's too woke or whatever. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't really care if Hollywood ever comes back. But this video is not about them because I don't really care what's going on with them. A lot of people will say, oh, you shouldn't talk about negative things on your channel because, that's not good. And people don't want to hear a person complaining about Hollywood. Well, I'm sorry, but Hollywood is really where all this agenda is being shoved down everyone's throat on TV, the media. All of it is just pounding us, and pop culture is down the stream from politics. So it's just something that to think about. Now that there's nothing going on, no late night TV shows, none of this stuff. Now, I'd be crying a little bit more about it. I'd want them to come back if it was like the days of Johnny Carson, people like that. But unfortunately, we don't have people like that anymore. Nowadays, we have people, late night hosts, that want to talk down to a certain group of people in this country and talk down to them like they're bad people because they have certain beliefs that are usually, a lot of them are Christian, the ones that they mock and ridicule. And but they have no problem defending people that are trying to get to the bottom of trafficking. We'll just say it that way. They don't have no problem calling those people conspiracy nuts because God knows there's never been any trafficking of people in history of Hollywood. No. The Sound of Freedom, that movie was just a fictional movie, right? It's just fictional. And we don't like those people because they have bad thinking. They have bad thoughts. They think they're on the wrong side of history, according to Hollywood. So these are the things that make me really not care what's going on with Hollywood. So that being said, I'm not going to just constantly just be negative toward Hollywood and all the actors and all the privileged people that are there. Instead, I'm just going to talk about the options to Hollywood because we do have options. Now, they're not super, funded with a lot of millions and billions of dollars. But there are short films you could find on YouTube. And you could just search short film on YouTube and you'll see just infinite amounts of short films, which is great. And there are some awesome ones that are won awards. They're like indie films. They're just people trying to make their own stuff. And that's cool. And I think we should support that more than Hollywood because you don't see a lot of agendas being pushed in a lot of these films. Now, I'm sure some people have certain belief systems that they want to push, but you don't really see the same lockstep agenda stuff that Hollywood is pushing when you watch these short films. So that's a good thing. But that being said, there's one specific one that I wanted to talk about because there's so many of them I've seen. A lot of them are horror, and then there's like sci-fi ones on there, but I don't really see anything really. Those are like the two I always see. I don't know why. It's just horror and sci-fi, which is fine. I mean, but some of them I just don't like because it's too mean-spirited, like evil. I don't like a lot of gore and guts and just horrible things happening to people. So I don't really watch a whole bunch of horror movies. I like the old style monster movies from the like the 80s and stuff like that. I like movies that are like, I don't know, Halloween season of the witch instead of Halloween. I like Halloween, but I don't really care about it as much as like stuff like Season of the Witch because it's different. It changes things up. Now I might be alone in my thoughts on that, but I think it's a cool movie, and that's just something that's the type of stuff I like. I like bizarre kind of like Phantasm or something like that. Just kind of bizarre stories. I don't know. So the story that I want to promote, I guess, and I kind of wish I could. I wish I could play it on this and do like a reaction video of this or like a watch with, but I don't. I'm pretty sure I'll get copyright strike. That's why I don't have any videos really that I play. I just put pictures and stuff because I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers as it is, and it's hard enough to get subscribers. And I'm not the best at talking either, so I'm sure a lot of people turn it off after they hear me ramble for 5 seconds or whatever. And that's fine. If you're not into it, that's what you're in. That's the way you are. That's fine. So I just kind of am trying to work hard to be able to maybe do that stuff in the future. Maybe I'll be able to get some of these people to allow me to react to their short films or be able to do stuff like that. I don't know. It's just something that I'm into. There's a lot of backroom stuff that I really, really would love to watch on here. And I don't know if like these people are going to have a problem or copyright strike and all, how YouTube is. So, but this film, like I said, this is a short film that I thought was very interesting, and I've seen it a couple times actually. So the name of the film is Sound from the Deep. It's a great film. It's like 28 minutes long. Anyway, it was made like 2 years ago, of course. If you watch this 2 years from now you're not gonna get the right date anyway because I shouldn't date these videos. But it's inspired by H.P. Lovecraft, and I think there's a lot of bad H.P. Lovecraft stories out there, but this one is kind of a cool one, and it's slow, and it's kind of a slow it's a kind of a horror movie in a sense. I would classify it as horror because there is some stuff that's kind of creepy in it, but it's an interesting story. It's really about an international. They're on a boat. They're like an international. I guess it's from Finland. I don't know what it is with Finland. I think that the Sisu movie I reviewed was a Finland thing too. Anyway, well, this is all in English and everything, so you don't have to read anything. But it takes place in these icy waters or whatever, some Arctic place. They're looking for natural resources, and they're just they're kind of going into waters that they haven't explored yet, and they pick up a sound in underneath the water in the distance. So they're going that way, and they're kind of, some of them want to go back, some of them want to keep going. The scientist types want to keep going, and they basically are going toward a sound that's coming from under the water. And it's just an interesting idea. And the story is told from like one of the people on the ship's perspective, and he basically survived the ship, and they found him, and he's on another ship, and so he's like the only survivor. It starts off with him in a room on a ship, and boy, there's a lot of white. I mean, these people, everyone is so bright white. Like the way they filmed it, It's like they sucked out most of the color out of the film, so it would look so I don't know, gray white ish. So all the actors look are extremely white, but this main guy, when you watch it, you'll know what I mean when you see it. But he basically tells a story, and you kind of follow his story as he's telling it to this other guy, which is a cool way to start the story. But it feels like an H.P. Lovecraft thing. It just feels like an H.P. Lovecraft story. Of course, they're in the sea. There's something beneath the sea. That's something that's crazy. Whatever, we don't know what it is. It's mysterious. But I'm not going to spoil it because it's a good movie to watch. But there's something under the sea, and they're trying to find natural resources, and they think it's gas making this sound. And eventually, they get to it, and a bunch of events happen. And you get to find out, or you get to see how this guy is the only survivor of this ship. So I'm not going to spoil it because it's a good watch and it's free on YouTube. So you should really watch this. It's called Sound from the Deep. So it's something to definitely watch. So I'm not going to go on forever. I want to make these a little bit shorter. So I would definitely say to check this out. And with Hollywood being shut down and all these actors and all this complaining about their privilege and how they're not getting enough whatever, this is a good one to watch to support these people that are probably indie actors that are like not in big stuff, and they deserve more. They need to be promoted more than these Hollywood actors and writers that have a woke agenda. And they complain and hate you for watching stuff for not liking the stuff that they're putting out because it's all woke garbage. So tell me what you think about this. If you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, tell me what you think in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That really helps my channel. Like I said, I'm trying to grow this channel and kind of make it bigger. Eventually, I think I'm going to split off and have another channel where I play video games on there. And then this will be the channel where I talk about movies and pop culture stuff. But I haven't done that yet. So you'll probably see this Friday or on Fridays, I'll probably do Let's Play, like gameplay stuff. Because I like to do that too. Now that I've learned how to do that. And I got a computer coming basically tomorrow on Monday. And so I'm going to have a new gaming PC. And we'll see how that works out, if I'm going to boomer through that or not. We'll see how I can figure that out. I got a younger guy that knows about PCs, so he can kind of help me figure out stuff because I'm such an old brain dead person when it comes to technology, it seems like. So anyway, like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.